Welcome to the Enemies of the Fire podcast. This week we talk about the World Cup. No, honestly, we'll talk about a few more things, but this week, as you can see, we have a full crew. We have Serena over here. We got DPG down over there. I am FC Neo Tokyo. We are extremely happy to be here, and I will throw it to the person who has been here the least lately, the globetrotter that is Serena. Serena, how have you been?
Good, yeah, I wouldn't really call it globe trotting, just more America trotting. But yeah, I've been good. Looking forward to getting home soon. Been all over the East Coast, so yeah, I went to Canada too. I went to Montreal.
Nice.
So I guess actually, yeah, not just America. Now that I say it, but it was all driving, so no planes involved, which feels different. But yeah, it was good. Other than that, yeah.
So wait, do you speak any French?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh.
Like
Parlez-vous français, mademoiselle?
Yeah, very good.
DPG with the French out of nowhere. How you doing, bud?
Je parle petit français. Je parle anglais.
Hang on like an Italian element to it here.
Yo, you know who else speaks French is Alex. So next time Alex is in the section, we gotta get you two speaking French together.
No, but here's the thing. This is stuff that I picked up in high school too. So here's the thing: when you learn the second language, like especially when these Romance languages, you tend to kind of pick the third one a little bit quicker, just because there's certain words that sound similar. So yeah.
Fair.
But I'm good. I'm chilling on my deck, enjoying the nice night.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the picture here. But anyway, so I guess no time like the present. Let's get started. Let's talk about something here, guys, real quick before we actually get into the World Cup. Since it's been a while since we've been together, how does everybody feel about where the Chicago Fire are? We have played 15 matches. We are 9 wins, 4 draws, 2 losses. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's Miami. Whoa. 14.
I was going to say, that sounds amazing.
Well, I mean, we're not that far off. We have won 8 games, drawn 2, and lost 4. 26 points, 3rd place in the East. Guys, how do we feel? Serena?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, again, because I've been traveling, I also didn't get to watch the last game because I was at a family event, but it still somehow to me feels like I don't know why. I just feel like I can't get too excited about it. Maybe it's just the knowing, that we've had. I don't know. Just there's something that's keeping me from feeling like we're that dominant. But apparently we are. So
it just feels like there's more to get. Right? There's more this team has to like. It just doesn't even feel like this is the best version of this team could be. DPG, are you happy or are you restless?
A little bit of both. I kind of agree with, I pretty much agree with what Serena said. Is it's missing that excitement that we had towards the middle and end of last season. I don't know if it was because last season turned out to be the most successful season in a very long time. But yeah, you can kind of get the sense that this team is not running on all cylinders. I want to say part of it is because some of these guys might be coming back from injury, and they're still getting acclimated this late in the season, or it might be the fact that we're still hoping and waiting that Franco comes in and kind of starts making this team a little bit more exciting, providing that extra oomph that they need on that last third. And yeah, I mean, then again,
I hope you're right.
And not to mention the rumors and everything that's going on. I mean, the rumors haven't been that exciting either.
Well, hold on. I guess you brought that
rumors?
Up. Yeah, well, DPG and I gave our opinion on this. I want your opinion on this. It feels like not only are we financially setting up, but all season Greg has shifted the way the team plays to set up for this. How do you feel about Robert Lewandowski coming?
Oh, that rumor.
Yes.
The big rumor.
The big rumor.
Is that not going to happen? I thought that wasn't going to happen.
I mean, let's just. What do you think? We want to know how you feel. We went out of our way.
Feel like you know how I feel. I wouldn't mind it. I just think it'd be fun to have someone that famous. But that's a bad that's not. I don't think it'd be like. I don't necessarily think it'd be like the best thing for the team. I think we could definitely continue plodding along as we are with some like a few good guys and a few not as good guys, and maybe make third every time. I think having someone famous and like something exciting, even if he's old, I think that could just make the season kind of fun. But again, that's not speaking on the actual quality of the team or the the talent.
Well, me and DPG were against it, but I want to ask you about this other one. What about Bernardo Silva? This one I'm a little bit more excited about.
Yeah, I guess.
Wow.
How old is he?
31. He's not that old. Like, at first I thought he was ancient.
He seems a lot older, yeah.
That's because he's been good forever, dude. He just played for Manchester City through it all.
Is he leaving? Is he leaving Manchester City?
Yes. I mean, he already has. Him and Josh, like, Stones, right? John Stones?
I thought you were going to say Josh Sargent. I'm like, what?
They got a guard of honor and everything. No. I don't know. What do you think? 31 years old, Bernardo Silva.
But where is this? Is this an actual credible rumor? Or is this like something you just are making up that you think would be fun?
No. These are the Lewandowski and Bernardo.
I didn't hear about Lewandowski. I definitely heard of. I didn't hear about the Bernardo. I thought he was going to Spain or something. If he'd go anywhere, I didn't think he was. First, I didn't know he was leaving City for sure.
Well, no, he is for sure leaving. Now we know that like 1,000%. Him like. I don't know. I would be excited about that, but I think DPG has the attitude that most people do, that we're just going to literally sit on our hands until Franco comes back and pray to God his knee didn't disintegrate.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I guess we're going to... So, okay, hold on. We got excited about something. The one we made up. What about this, actually? We made one up. Marcus Rashford.
No way.
No way. What do you mean?
Yeah, no way.
I mean,
he's just like.
There's always Mason Greenwood.
No, we don't want that.
I don't want him. Rashford, like, I talk about hot and cold. It's like cold, and hot, and then he'd come to Chicago and he'd just be cold again.
I don't know. I think Marcus Rashford would. I think proving the fact that he's too good for MLS, he'll sign somewhere and not come here. But I think that
he
wasn't.
I thought he was re-signed. I thought he was re-signed.
I mean, I did hear word that like Manchester United were gonna like see if it works this time, but I don't know.
No. I think he was. Did he not re-sign in Barcelona?
I don't think so. He was out at loan, right? Hold on.
I thought it was made permanent.
Oh well, then. Hold on. Marcus Rashford news. Heads to World Cup in limbo despite of his value. Okay, hold on. The Guardian right now.
Okay, they don't want to pay. No, but they will pay for him on two conditions. So I think they want him.
Oh God,
I think Barcelona wants him.
Oh, okay. If they really want him, whatever. But Marcus Rashford heads to World Cup in limbo despite proving his value to Barcelona. So yeah, there's that. I don't know. Maybe I'm shooting too high, shooting for the moon. But anyway, let's get off the fire. Like I think the good news is we don't feel like they're the best they could be, and they're in third place. I think that's great news.
That's
to be
true.
perfectly honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, so again, let's eat some more vegetables before we get to the main course. Like the U.S. Before we talk about the World Cup, the U.S. had a game against Senegal. Did anybody watch that? Did anybody watch that?
I did.
Same, as did I. So one of my absolute favorite players in the history of time, Serginho Dest. And, oh my God, okay, Serena, you missed it. I was talking to DPG last week, and I said, one of my favorite things about Serginho Dest is how poorly he dances. And he completely busted out a terrible dance as soon as he scored 7 minutes into this game. It was amazing. I was so happy.
So did not get a red card.
He did not get a red card. You act like he's like Luis.
He's a walking yellow card.
No, you act like he's gonna
he's a
bite somebody.
He's a walking yellow card.
It's not actually interesting.
So
Just there's this one player, Dominic Kor in Bundesliga. He's got some crazy record, like 9 red cards in a season or something.
damn.
So that was my reference. But
You would
carry
think
on.
Sergio Ramos would have beaten that, but well, how do wait?
Sergio Ramos.
How do you get? Hold on. Well, I guess okay. You play almost 40 games. I was about to say. So he played like he was valuable enough to the team that he had to come on as soon as he was ready to play. Then he commits a red card and sits for 3 games, and then as soon as he's free, the coach is like, "We got to get this guy out here." Like he had to have only played 9 games that season.
You know what that was that he played the enforcer role. That's what it was. Like the coach probably told him, "I need you to take him out. Make sure he is not walking right."
Exactly.
God,
But
anyway, so Serginho Dest scored. Christian Pulisic scored for the first time for the team in like I don't know 7 years, something like that.
And for his personal career, also in like 7 years.
It felt like it, but do we have any? We know the mountain of shit say that I've spoken about this, but how do we feel about Pochettino's like lineup? How do we feel about how they played?
I mean, it went better than I thought it would. The first half, the second half had its issues. It also was like not as bad as I thought it would be. Obviously, we can get to this. Brady had a little bit of an oopsie, but other than that, and the like crazy amount of offside goals and whatever, like, but the first half, I feel like the U.S. looked like pretty solid, except for again the goal they let in right before halftime, which is the announcers were saying is like the 3rd time they've done this in the last whatever all of the friendlies they've played. They always let a goal in right before half.
Yeah, you
gotta fix that problem.
You can't do that. That's so demoralizing.
So that seems like that we just want to focus on that one. But lineup wise, I don't know. It wasn't looking that bad to me.
No, I mean DPG. How'd you feel about Sebastian Berhalter out there?
I mean, he did a pretty good job in the midfield. I mean, he wasn't that bad.
Enough to play almost the whole game, right? Wasn't he the only one who stayed on?
Yeah, I mean, granted, this is just a friendly, so I didn't hype ourselves up here. You know, it's just a friendly. A lot of experimental moves. I mean, putting Brady was a good. You know, what I felt putting Grady, I'm sorry, on the lineup was a good move by Pochettino to kind of give him some experience because, I mean, let's be honest, those 3 goalkeepers, any of those guys could start. I wouldn't. I mean, are you gonna start? What's his face? The New England guy?
No, it's gonna be Freeze. It's gonna be Freeze because Matt Turner did not look amazing. He did okay, but I mean, let's talk about Brady real quick. You guys have both mentioned him. That was, I mean, a lot of people are blaming Miles Robinson, and I appreciate the shift of blame. I really do, but like, in all honesty, man.
I mean, it was both of them, but yeah, it was Brady. I mean,
yeah, Brady really.
Do that move, you got to get hands on it.
Yeah, that was bad, dude. That was moments in like it just felt like, you know, and then for 2 years I've been like he is the best American keeper, and then the moment he gets a chance, he just completely.
I mean, but the thing is, I do feel like you could see that it was nerves, and you could see him like trying to get a handle on and like be kind of like be a presence and kind of make himself there. And I feel like he just went a little bit too hard on trying to make this big save and, you know, be more than he needed to be in that moment. And it definitely felt again like nerves. So I think in some ways it is good that this happened, and this is probably why Pochettino played him in this friendly in the second half rather than.
I mean, the rest of the
during the actual World Cup, like getting all this like the nervous.
I mean,
like it's better for this to happen now.
But for the rest of the game, you know, Brady was pretty good, was decent. You know, I think he made a few more saves after that. I mean. And again, like you guys said, it's probably just
made after all those offside goals. It felt like the ball was on the other side of the field most of the time. But yeah, I do think you're right. I think he made 1 or 2 saves after that.
Keep in mind, Senegal was like attacking, and there were times where you're like, man, why is this guy not pulling the trigger? You know, when Senegal had the ball in that final third, like, why don't you just kick the ball? But it is what it is. You know, again, just a friendly. I know people are probably reading too much into it. I don't recommend you guys do that because everybody in this group knows that the World Cup is a different beast.
It
The
is.
best team in the world can lose against the worst team in the world. It has happened.
I'll tell you,
You know, it
sometimes
happened.
sometimes these friendlies matter, because I'll tell you this. In 2010, the two friendlies, it was somebody in Turkey that was the two friendlies. And the Turkey game, we played what I thought was the absolute best lineup we had. And we got rocked. And because of that, Bradley didn't try that lineup again until until like the second half of games. That's why they kept looking better in the second half, because he kept going to that lineup, but he wouldn't start the game with that because they looked so bad in that lead-up game. And so it was just, I don't know, sometimes things happen in these games that matter.
Are you talking about the game in 2010, like in January of 2010?
No, the one like literally like before they got on the plane and came over.
Okay, because they played. And this is funny because they played against Honduras in 2010, right before the World Cup, and Honduras beat them 3-1.
Oh.
And I didn't know about it. Like I remember one of my coworkers at the time. He came up to me like, "Oh man, hey, congrats, man!" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, what, you didn't watch the game? I'm like, "No."
Wow,
Like,
you
yeah,
didn't
man.
watch it? That's
No. I think I was still high that the Honduras made it to the World Cup. Like I didn't care anything after that point.
Yeah, nobody cared at that point. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so I'm sorry to be Mr. Keep Us on Task, but Serena has tickets to the sold-out game of the U.S. versus the German national team. Is it like DFK or I don't right? DFB. Okay.
DFB.
Deutscher Fußballbund.
Okay, hell yeah. So,
foosball.
So, what are you looking forward to in this game? Who are you looking forward to in this game?
Oh God, I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the whole Germany squad. Verts, of course, and they're in Chicago now. I heard they're walking around, on the I think they were walking by the lake. They're staying at the Waldorf Astoria apparently.
And funny thing is that probably nobody recognizes them, so
that's why they love.
That was
coming.
one.
There have been a few. I've seen a few pictures of people like waiting and taking photos of them and stuff. But yeah, I bet for the most part, like them walking around and stuff, unless they're all together.
Wasn't Bastian Schweinsteiger said that he loved living in Chicago because nobody recognized him? Like he could just walk down the street and go shopping and doing whatever he needs to do, and nobody will recognize him.
Well, there's like a difference. Yeah, there's like a difference between super famous guy like lives in Lakeview or whatever and like gets seen every now and again type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? They don't notice him, but like when you say the German national team is in town, then you're like looking for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get.
It's not like these guys are walking around with the national team, tracksuits walking around.
I do think maybe actually I think I did see a picture of them some of them were wearing the national team like track jackets, and I think they're practicing at Soldier Field. I also saw pictures of that, so they're around. If I were there, I would totally try and find them.
Hell yeah!
You want a jersey autographed by Warts?
I don't think I'd wait for an autograph, but I would just want to see them. Like, it'd just be cool. I don't know. There's something like so funny to me about seeing them. These people that you watch on TV all the time, like seeing them just walking around in the city that you live in. That's like so not where they're supposed to be. It's just funny. Like, I would just love to see that.
It's like seeing a teacher.
That's like that Dwayne.
Exactly.
It's like that Dwayne De Rosario story. When I used to work at TSA.
Oh yeah.
The Canadian national team guy. Like,
that's so sick.
This man, bro. This man, nobody knew who he was. He just, he was just like another random guy. I knew who he was, and this guy, regular line at TSA, nothing special. You would think he's just another guy traveling. And I'm like, hey, Dwayne. And he's like, oh, hey, where are you going, man? He's like, oh, I got a game with the national team. We're playing in Europe. And all I had was a sticky note, so I had him sign my sticky note. and I saved it too. I think I put it on my wall.
That's
cool guy
awesome.
though. Nice guy.
That's cute.
So
yeah.
That's awesome, man. So okay, so the teams in town, dude. There's hella stuff going on. Like Paul Tenorio wrote a book, or no, wait,
he wrote a book.
No, what him or somebody like.
A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot. No, like Soccer House has like this whole thing with this like oh God, I feel like Paul Tenorio's hosting it, and the other guy wrote the book, and I can't think of the other guy's name. He used to work for MLS, but he does MLS journalism. And then like the day after that on Friday, there's like a big party going on down there as well, like at the Soccer House. Mm-hmm. So there's all sorts of stuff going on. So
are you going to any of those events? Because I'm
gonna try.
I'm not.
I'm gonna try and see what's up. I'm gonna see what's up.
I'm not, but I think so I ended up planning something with my brother. We're just probably gonna go to like probably just gonna get some food and go to a cigar lounge and go watch USA versus
Germany,
Paraguay.
Oh, Paraguay.
No, USA versus Paraguay. Yes, yeah, USA. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing old guy stuff, you know.
Yeah,
I'm doing old guy stuff, so
you're really
so we're just
into
gonna do
your
that
old guy phase, huh?
Bro, I'm hitting the big 4-0 later this year, so I have to.
Yeah, you don't have to. Anyway, so Serena, I know nothing right now about Germany and their team and what's up. So like, is everybody hurt? Is everybody okay?
No, nobody's hurt. Everybody's good.
So you tell me this is gonna be. You heard it first, guys. Germany's gonna win the World Cup.
I mean, I think they have their issues. But injury, I don't think is one of them. Musiala is probably a little bit less. I mean, I think he is technically not injured. He just hasn't been playing. He only got off. He stopped being injured like a few games away from the end of the season, so he was a little bit, I think, still testing the waters a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see if he's at kind of like full strength. But I think he's like technically at full strength. I think the big drama is the goalkeeper situation, which is Neuer has been placed back in as number one, even though he's way too old for it, and I think it's questionable, and it's also kind of unfair to the guy who was supposed to be number one, Oliver Baumann, who's probably
Wait, what happened to Sommer? Or no, he's Swiss, isn't he? Never mind.
Yeah, he's Swiss. Well, Ter Stegen is the one that everybody was like, oh, like Neuer's screwing over Ter Stegen, and Ter Stegen hasn't played a professional game of football in like a year and a half. So like that, he's not on the team.
Who's the number one at Barcelona now?
Not him. He's on loan at Girona, I think now, and he played 2 games.
Oh shit!
He really fucked up his knee or something.
Oh,
like 2 years ago.
The fall off was real. Okay, yeah, because I have not.
Yeah, it was honestly horrifying. I remember I watched it.
So, man, who's the captain of the German team? What's that guy that played in Roma and he played in Real Madrid?
Might be the captain right now.
No.
Yeah. Are you thinking of Ridiker?
Ridiker, there you go.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
It looks like he got called in.
I think he might. I don't know if he's definitely not captain anymore. I don't know if he's any sort of like. I don't know if he'll be starting.
Dude, he's 33 years old. That's crazy.
Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah. I don't think he's had the greatest of seasons.
No, of course not. He's 33 years old.
Yeah.
He played 8 games, 18. That was last year. 20. Well, no, that was this year. 25, 26. 18 matches with Real Madrid.
The other drama about the team is there's this Dennis Undav von Stuttgart, who's he's one of my favorite players, or has been for the last few seasons. He's really good, but apparently him and Julian Nagelsmann have the head coach of the German national team. Apparently he hates him, and so he like never wants to play him. So that's something to keep your eye on there. But he's very good, and I think he scored in the he scored twice in the latest friendly against Finland. So yeah, a lot of drama.
I mean, this is a very typical German team. I mean, they got a lot of heavy hitters, from Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund. You got Newcastle United. It's funny, I'm laughing at that. Stuttgart. Kai Havertz, yeah, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Leroy Sané. Hey, look, Galatasaray. See, I told you.
That was a questionable. People were upset about that call up. Sané.
No. They know what they're doing. The Germans know what they're doing. They got the guy that plays in the Turkish league, and we all know how we feel about the Turkish league.
I don't know.
The world beaters come out of the Turkish league.
So,
there were some younger guys that could have been. I think Nagelsmann definitely went with an older crowd on the whole, which upset some people. Obviously, I don't have like I think that's fine. I think there are a few people like Sané and I think Goretzka, both of them. I'm like they're a little bit on the older side, and there are probably some younger people who could have been called up in their place. But at the same time, I do understand not wanting to have like
You gotta have well, you gotta
like
have
a
a good mix
baseline
of
experience.
you gotta have a good mix of veterans and young guys. Because if you bring a team that's too young, it's at that point they could get killed easily.
Yeah.
Um,
And they did
but
really well in the Euros. Like that it's a very similar team. I think maybe just fewer Leverkusen players than at the Euros, but that team did well. Obviously they made it to the semifinals, so I don't think he wants to mess with
you
like
know who
as
did
much.
good in the Euros? Italy.
Well, no one will
Italy.
know what they would have done here.
So it's an older team, and I noticed a lot of 30-year-olds.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
who are you? Do you think you're going
Now
to see like most of the first choice players, or do you think you're going to see like a bunch of people resting, or what?
I think we'll see. At least for the first half, I think we will see. I mean, they played Finland and they won 4-1, and they played all their good. Like they played everybody. Undav again. I don't think he's going to be starting in the actual World Cup. Maybe he will. I would love that. I would love to be surprised, but based on just like the current gossip and drama, like I don't. I think so. He might actually start because it's a friendly, and that might be something you don't. But like even the people that like the second choice people are still good. So at least for me, I'm happy either way. Like I'd much prefer to see Undav start as a striker than Havertz, even though Havertz is like more famous or whatever it might be like is probably more locked in to be a starter. So I think you can't go wrong.
No, there's a few Stuttgart guys on this team, man. It's
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean they were
wild.
good this year.
Yeah, apparently. Anyway, so USA wise, what do you how so Serena we put in a corner because she's not a big U.S. men's national team fan. She more so into the German team. So what do you think is going to happen in this game?
You know, it's just so funny for me. It's hard to think about because these are just two teams I would never think about playing each other like ever. I don't know why. It's just like it's hard. It's like two. They're just. It's hard to think about. I actually feel like it's not going to be as bad as. I don't think that. I think Germany's going to win. I don't think it's going to be as bad as maybe people think it will be.
Well,
A, but
when
it could be just because Germany's not going to do like their full hardest hitters, but also just because I think the U.S. has looked like less bad than I would have thought. So and I do think also if the U.S. does the same kind of experimental 12 changes in the second half kind of thing, I feel like Germany might also just not know what's happening and like not know what's hitting them and like have
well,
trouble kind of getting it
I
together
remember
against that. So
the last time these two teams played, I think Berhalter was still coaching, and it was like a kid's game when like one team is just that much better. Like Germany had to like let them come up the field a little bit, so it wasn't like it just felt like Musial scored at will. Like they had no answer for this team, and it was just I don't know. Like obviously a lot changes, especially in the international game, but like I don't know if this US I don't know. This is going to be a real test even though it's a friendly. Even though it's a friendly, this is going to kind of say something about a lot of the US players. And I think it'll say a lot about the
yeah,
German players cuz I know they were playing real shit and then they kind of coasted through qualifying
yeah,
and now it's
yeah.
like,
They had some scares though.
and like you said, DPG was like, "Oh, they're going to win." And you were kind of like, psh. And it's like, well, so you don't necessarily see them as the strong team that they were, say, in 2014.
I think they have some issues. They have some holes, but I think they are still quite strong. I don't necessarily think they're going to be like winning the whole thing, but I do think they're going to beat the U.S. in the friendly. I think I bet the U.S. will score at least a goal, maybe, but I think it'll be like 3-1 or 4-1, something like that.
I think
Maybe
it'll be
2-1.
more.
I don't know.
It'll be more of a goal fest. It'll be 4-2. DPG, what do you think?
Pochettino's going to rotate again, so it's going to be a mixed bag. I don't see them going out full force, not right before the World Cup. So I mean, and again, Germany's probably going to do the same thing. Nobody wants to risk starters on a friendly right
Yeah.
before the World Cup.
No.
So I can, you know what? It might be a goal fest, but it might be like a 2-2 draw.
Interesting. All right.
That's gold.
Well, we're getting ready here to take a quick break, and then DPG and I are going to painstakingly go through the World Cup, group by group, team by team. But Serena was smart enough to dip out of that conversation. So, Serena, before you go, this is the big So, you guys know I'm going to be streaming like every possible day I can during the World Cup. And so all of you are invited to drop by the way, at any point in time. But this is our big World Cup preview. Serena, who do you got? Who do you think are like what would you say would be a final? What are the two strongest teams to you, and who do you think's got it?
In the final of the World Cup?
Oh yeah.
Oh gosh. Who do I think or who do I want to be?
Okay, let's do both. Do both. Let's do
I think
both.
it's definitely going to be France. France and somebody. France and Spain probably seems likely. Which I wouldn't mind. I think, and I don't want to see Spain, Germany again. I would see Spain, France, France, Germany would be fun. I would like that. But I do think France will definitely be in there, and then Spain, I think, probably also in there somewhere. That would, if I had to just off the top of my head right now, that would be what I'd say.
Okay. Don't even stick around for the next section. She's got it. No, I'm kidding. All right.
It could be, they're just. But sorry, go ahead.
So who you want Germany to win? That would be your heart. Okay. All right. I'm a little partial to. Let's see here. Cape Verde. Let's go. Anyway. No, in all seriousness, Serena, thank you for joining us. I know I said last time this was going to be our last episode before the break, but this one is technically our last actual episode before we take this long break and come back in July. And it was great to have you on. DPG is going to stick around, and you, dear listener, are going to hit the like button, subscribe, and do all that good stuff, and stick around. Get in the comments. Tell us what for, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, fellow enemies of the fire. We are here to preview the World Cup. So, DPG, my man, do you know the whole rule about the third place teams and stuff and how that works?
Kind of.
Yeah, no, nobody does either. I don't care about it. I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't really actually fully know. So I say let's go through all these groups and let's pick who we think is gonna because no third place team is gonna win the World Cup. So let's preview these groups real quick. Let's tell the folks who we think are gonna be the top two out of each group, and then we'll give them our World Cup winners. Now Serena really hedged her bets by picking probably the three best countries on planet Earth at soccer. So we'll see what we come up with. Anyway, DPG, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, Group A: Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and Chechnya. Or Czechia. I think I said it right the first time, even though there's no N in it. Yes, technically my ancestors. So, I mean, this is a hell of a group, dude. South Africa, Mexico, that game's going to kick off the World Cup again, which is just going to be so much fun. Is that, hold on, is that at Stadio Azteca? Because if it's not, it's not. It's oh wait, Estadio Bonar. I don't know what that is. Whatever.
They're not
I don't
going to
know.
play
Are
in
you
Azteca. No, hold on. Where are they playing at? They're playing what?
Estadio Banorte.
Bonarte, Mexico City. Is there, man? I didn't know there was another stadium in Mexico City besides the Azteca. That's good.
I bet there's like 5, dude. Aren't there like hella teams in the
I mean,
Mexican
the
first
only
and
two
second
stadiums.
division?
Actually, I take it back. Maybe 4. The 3 or 4 stadiums that stick out to me is the Azteca, the Monterrey Stadium with the nice mountain peak on the back,
Oh yeah.
the Guadalajara where the Chivas play, and I think that's it. That's the main 3 ones that I know.
That's it. That's it. Dude, I'm excited about this group. I don't know. Like after the mountain of shit I've talked for about 3.5 years about this tournament, I am ever so slightly starting to get excited here. So Mexico. So we know Mexico. We know them in Brian Gutierrez is about to start for the Mexican national team. Can you believe that? By the way.
When we all knew he was going to go to a World Cup, we didn't. Nobody said what team.
Dude, it trips me out. It's crazy that he like literally, I don't know, like because part of me always believed that Mexico had better midfielders and more attack minded and more flair, right? And as a person that got to watch Brian Gutierrez play intimately, I feel like he couldn't start on the US team, and then to have him start on Mexico, my brain is broken, right?
I mean, you know what? The guy wanted, he wanted to play. Unfortunately, the opportunities were very limited in the US national team, and of course Mexico. Because keep in mind, there's been a couple of like U.S. or Mexican American players that have gone on to play for the U.S. national team.
Oh yeah, there's been plenty.
You got plenty, and it's no longer. I think you could say maybe 25 years ago, American-born Mexican players would rather play for Mexico. I don't think that's the case anymore. I think a lot of them just rather play for the U.S.
Interesting.
Unless there's a situation where Brian Gutierrez, where yes, the U.S. midfield is packed, so for him to kind of break in there would have been tough.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough.
But again, hey, even if you play for the Mexican national team, that's not saying he went backwards. No, I mean it's still the Mexican national team.
No, I know. I just always saw the Mexican team. I just remember when they were just better, like more talented, right? And maybe we were a better team. So like
they go through phases. I always say this: the Mexican national team, they go through these phases where they tend to have a lot of one-hit wonders. Like
fair.
I don't know if it's because the press hypes certain players up, but like there's certain eras of the Mexico national team where they have like one player that they stick to, and that's their guy for that era. But now we kind of got to a point where they don't have that. It's how many players can you name from the Mexican national team now?
I mean, 5, 6. You're right. I could at a time. I knew the starting 11.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, that's not to take away anything from this. They're still going to go out and perform. Now, the big question is whether they get to that, the quarterfinals.
Well, it used to be about getting to the 5th game. Now I think it's about getting to the 6th game because there's so many. Like it's a round of 32 instead of a round of 16. So the other teams in the group, South Africa, Our boy Mbakwaze. I hope he starts. I hope he plays. I hope he doesn't sell this summer.
That's
Please
gonna
don't.
be the big question. Like, if he has a good tournament, I don't think we're gonna keep him. We might keep him to the end of the year, but don't be surprised if he leaves in the winter transfer
Nah, you got
market.
a point. You got a point. South Korea, if I'm not mistaken, they're getting a little long in the tooth. I could be wrong because I don't know enough. And Czechia, I know nothing about. I mean, I literally know nothing about. So,
I'm the same way. When you tell me about the Czech Republic or Czechia, I only got two names that I think about: Pavel Nedved and
and
Milan
the other
Baros.
guy.
That's Milan Baros, and that's it. After that, but that's not. They're not a bad. I'm sure. I'm sure I've seen some of their players play. I can't think of any of them right now.
Fair. I mean, same, but like, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of domestic guys, I think. So what? So our mildly informed opinion, what two teams do we think are going to finish top of this group?
I'm gonna have to say. I mean, obviously Mexico's gonna be one. It's going to be a shootout for that second spot because it could technically be any of the teams. I mean, I'm going to have to go with. I'm going to have to go with Czechia.
Yeah,
Second
I think
place.
I'm going to do the same. I think we're going to have a really boring World Cup because I think this is going to be a European domination fest. I have a bad feeling about this one. Sometimes when it's like not in South America and not in Europe, it's like a real crapshoot. This one I think is going to be pure European domination to a disgusting degree. All right. So, Group B. Group B has Canada, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Qatar, and Switzerland. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. I am 1,000% rooting for Bosnia because the only thing about this World Cup that has been wholesome and pure and not backed by either fascism or sports washing or greed has been that dumb song about that I am from Bosnia, take me to America.
I saw that. Yep, I saw that. Yeah,
I love that shit. It's amazing. So just because of that, Bosnia-Herzegovina for the win, baby. Oh God. Anyway, I digress. So Canada, obviously, we know the most about, and it's an absolute crap show right now. Is Alphonso Davies going to play?
Is he hurt? I mean, because that guy is always hurt, man. For a guy, I like how some of these Canadian fans will bring up, "Oh yeah, we got Alphonso Davies." Yeah, but half the time he's on the ER. So,
I mean, we're not gonna get a roster, are we, you sons of bitches? Wikipedia, don't watch me go to Wikipedia. All right, who's on this goddamn team? Kyle Laren, right? Oh my God, Frank Yallop coached him at one point. All right, so Osorio is still playing. He scored that goal. 33 years old. See here, Tajon Buchanan, Jonathan David is probably the guy to watch, right? The guy who's just gonna completely dismantle any team they play against.
What team is he playing with now? He's playing in
Oh, he just got to move to Juventus.
Oh, okay. So
yeah. Because he was at
He was playing with what? Was he playing with Balogun? No, he wasn't playing with. Was it Balogun?
No, not Balogun. He was playing with Weah over at Lille for a while. But then I thought he got to move somewhere else, and now he's at Juventus. But Kyle Laren, who I didn't know was at Southampton, is
That's funny because Laren, he was an Orlando guy, and he forced that move to Europe.
Yeah,
Remember that?
he did. Oh yeah.
He
Oh yeah.
he ended up what? He ended up in Turkey.
Dude, he's been all
Was he?
over.
Yeah.
He's been
So
all over. But I mean, with good reason. It helped his career.
yeah, it doesn't work for everybody. So
Chicago Fire's very own Joel Waterman is on the team. So that's always fun.
let's hope he doesn't get hurt too. Either you know, we
Yeah,
need him.
we're really hoping he doesn't get hurt. Anyway, so
So what do you got? Canada and what? Bosnia.
Canada, Bosnia, Qatar, and Switzerland. I obviously, based on no knowledge whatsoever, I'm going with Bosnia. But Switzerland can always scare people. But I don't. I think they still rely on Shaqiri, which I don't know if you can do that. Qatar is so hit or miss because they were doing really well at the Gold Cup the couple times they came, but then they really shit the bed at the last World Cup. So
I don't see any. I don't see a lot of. I don't see them. They might be the last place team on the group. Because yes, Qatar does good in the Gold Cup when they're facing against like the B squads for like the rest of the Concacaf. But when you play with the big boys, when you play with in an actual World Cup, it's different. Now you're playing with the heavy hitters, and it's a different situation, different mentality, different setup, and if you're not prepared, it's just gonna hit you right in the face. So,
dude, do you think I'll get copyright struck if I put the video for "I am from Bosnia" in here? Anyway,
I mean,
anyway,
is the guy gonna file a copyright suit from Bosnia?
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so Canada. So I mean, what do we think of this group? I think Canada and Bosnia, and I think that's just 1,000% vibe based because it could literally be Qatar and Switzerland. I don't know. It's a weird group, man.
I don't see Switzerland. I mean, I get it, but it's honestly, I think Bosnia and Canada will probably be your safe bets.
Okay.
But I mean,
all right.
let me ask you this. Let's say Canada doesn't make it, right? Let's say Canada gets eliminated in the group stage. Do you think they're gonna keep Jesse Marsh for the next World Cup cycle?
No.
Right? No, they're gonna rescind that. They're gonna rescind that contract before it even starts.
I mean, I wish I was a coach. Just fire me all the time and pay me to not coach your team. I love it. Anyway, all right. So, this is this is such an eye roll group. Group C: Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. Big ups to Haiti. I love that you made it here. I'm glad that you came, but you're not. It's not. And Morocco sucks, and Brazil kind of sucks. God, I really want Scotland to win to make it through this group.
You know what? I kind of agree with that vibe. I kind of want Scotland. I want kind of want that old Scotland to come back. The one from France '98. That when
I miss the old Scotland.
The old Scotland, the one that actually used to compete with England.
Dude, yeah, I would love for Scotland to play spoiler on somebody because let's be honest, this is a weak Brazilian team.
I mean, I want that Scotland that used to have Duncan Ferguson and Ali McCoy type of situation, not, and I get it, but you know what? Fun fact. This is actually a rematch from France '98 because Brazil and Scotland played off in a group stage in France '98. So maybe, maybe Scotland gets a little, they get a payback. I don't know. But
I just don't like Morocco because they just seem to whine and cry about everything. Senegal won the AFCON, and I'll stand by that. So, I don't know, man. I mean, Morocco is a good team. Honestly, I feel like Morocco was going to win this group, and I would love to see Scotland sneak in number 2 and Brazil.
Keep in mind, Morocco, has kind of given. I mean, they're kind of a sleeper hit team because a lot of Moroccan French-born players have played for the French national team and have gone on to win the World Cup and all that. So don't sleep on
but
Morocco.
didn't Morocco, just so we're clear, as far as you calling them a sleeper team, didn't they make the semifinals of the last World Cup and lose to Croatia? Or no, shit, that was 2 World Cups ago.
Yeah.
JK.
But again, a lot of the Moroccan players, they play in France. You know, they're French born, but they play for Morocco. So
right.
Kudos to them. I mean, it's probably going to be Brazil. Some way, somehow, Brazil's going to like win the group. I know that face. I know what you're doing, but come on, it's Brazil.
Dude, did they bring Richarlison? I hope they did. This World Cup needs Richarlison. All right. So I don't know if we came to a consensus there. Group D. That has the USA, Paraguay, Australia, and Turkey. If you want my honest to God opinion, I feel like the US is not going to make it out of this group.
No.
I feel like Paraguay is like a snake in the grass that everybody is overlooking, and they're going to bite them. And then all of a sudden, it's going to be squeaky bum time against Turkey, who is a real team who could really play some dirty ass. You want to talk CONCACAF?
Hey, we talk. We talked about how we feel about Turkey. The Turkish
With all
league,
deference and respect.
Yeah, Turkish. I'm telling you, you don't know what's going to come out of the Turkish league. You might just get the best team come out the Turkish league. We've seen it happen. I mean, we have seen Galatasaray beat the likes of Real Madrid in the past. You don't know
but those are the best players money can buy. This Turkey team is Turkey people.
I mean, well, Galatasaray is not from Turkey?
Pardon?
I mean, I'm just Galatasaray has gone and beat Real Madrid before. Has gone and beat the best team in the world type of situation. Let's not forget. Turkey is like one of those. It's gonna be one of those sleeper hits too. Don't take them lightly, because if you do that, the misfits come out.
Yeah, you do that at your own peril. So really, like, Australia is not a terrible team. Like, these are all fun. See, the problem is, not a one of these teams are like a Haiti, right? Like, and I know the U.S. has lost to Haiti before, but like, all 4 of these teams, if you include the U.S., but all 3 of the U.S.'s like teams that they're going up against are all functional teams. They function on a high level. You know what I mean? Like, so it's a little scary because that's how the U.S. has made it through to the group stage time after time, is being functional. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what do you like? Rubber meets the road. Is the U.S. getting out? Okay,
so here's the thing. Here's the biggest indicator of that. If the U.S. beats Paraguay, which I believe is their first game, they're on the right track. I cannot see them lose against Australia. Not saying that Australia is a weak team, because it's not. Australia actually kind of grew out of. The funny thing about Australia is that they didn't want to be in Oceania anymore. They said, no, we want to play with the big boys in Asia. They actually got transferred over to Asia because they wanted the competition. And kudos to them, because like any team would have been happy just going to the World Cup all the time as Oceania.
True, but like that I'm glad they did it, because like the Asian Federation, I think, is becoming some of the most fun soccer we see in the world. You know, the Asian Cup, like, it's getting fun. Like the Asian division, the division too, because we're talking the Middle East has some strong teams now as well. So it's getting fun, man. It's getting real fun.
So
answer my question.
I don't see them beating Turkey though. I don't see the U.S. beating Turkey. Maybe they walk away with a draw. I mean, it'll be a surprise if they beat Turkey. I don't see it. It'll be a surprise. But it's gonna come down there. I'm guessing on on a good day, U.S. and Turkey are probably going to be tied in points. If obviously, if the U.S. and Turkey tied their game, but I think Turkey might have a better goal advantage. Well,
I
the
got a
U.S. is
bad
playing at
feeling.
home.
I got a bad feeling everybody's going to beat up on Australia, and U.S. is going to get out of the group as like a strong number 3, and not one of the top 2.
No. If the U.S. beats Paraguay, at that point they're playing for first or second.
Oh yeah, no. If U.S. beats Paraguay and gets off on the front foot like that, it is over. Like it is time for me. Like we don't even need to wait until the group stage is over for me to start eating crow.
Yeah. So again, the heavy hitter in this group, Turkey. Again, that's the heavy hitter of the group.
By the way, as well, which is hilarious.
So, yeah, so it's going to be U.S. and Turkey. I mean, you can put either one of those in 1 or 2.
All right. Group E, Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. Curacao is CONCACAF's strongest warrior, and they will get out of this group. Germany, Curacao, and Ecuador are all getting out of this group. One of them as a third placer.
I don't see Curacao. I don't see Curacao getting out that group. They're gonna run into a wall that's called Germany.
No, Curacao is CONCACAF's strongest warrior. Come on, man.
Let's rewind it a little bit. Let's remember that they were in a group with Jamaica and 2 other Caribbean teams. So it's not like they had a lot of competition in front of them besides Jamaica.
Hey, no.
I'm just saying.
I will not have Caribbean soccer be talking down to by on this show. No.
I'm just saying.
No, I mean, leave Caribbean soccer alone.
All right. So okay. Just gonna be Germany. Obviously, it's gonna be Germany.
Obviously, is it? Yeah, you're right. It is.
It's I don't think Germany is gonna go through that bad spell and crash out on the World Cup with a group with Curacao and so it's gonna be Germany. The other one, Cote d'Ivoire, which I'm guessing it's Ivory Coast, which
Correct.
are bad pronunciation. It's not the same team. It's between them and Ecuador. If there's a third place team out of all this, it's probably gonna come out of this group.
I think so.
It's gonna be Germany, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador.
Nope. Curacao, Germany, and Ecuador, baby. Anyway, all right. Are you ready for Group F?
Your man that likes to dream. Yeah, go ahead.
Group F. The Netherlands, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia.
Is this a group of death?
No, I don't think so. I think this is the 2 weakest European teams. I think this is easy Tunisia and Japan going through.
Oh, hell no, man. I think... hell no, man. I honestly, you know what? I was just thinking about this. This might be the first World Cup that Holland wins. With the weakest with the weakest Dutch team, they're gonna win the World Cup.
Dude, if they couldn't win the one where they got away with drop kicking somebody in the chest, they're not gonna win this one.
I'm just saying, bro. People always hyped up like, oh man, how come the Dutch always have these some of the best players that ever played the game, but they haven't won a World Cup. That is true. Dude, you're about to see a Dutch team. You're about to see a Dutch team that doesn't have those best players that ever played the game win the World Cup.
No, you're nuts. I don't know. The Netherlands, I don't know a lot about them. You are correct. There are like a couple of exciting players. I'm not excited about Sweden. I don't really know if there's a reason to be, if I'm missing somebody, if I'm forgetting somebody dope. But Tunisia, if I'm not mistaken, put in a pretty solid AFCON. And Japan is just, I think they've been growing. I think that they're stronger than they've been. So I don't know. I'm leaning towards the non-Europeans in this one, but this one's a real crapshoot. I don't think I know enough about any of these teams to really be like, I'm a smart guy. I just think this is a fun exercise for us to have a good time.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. What do you think? You really going Team Europe on this one?
I'm gonna say the Dutch is one of them. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna have to say Japan.
I hope so. I love a good mixture of teams, man, in the World Cup. All right. We got to start burning. Group G. Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. The first oceanic competitor in the World Cup, by the way. New Zealand. Holy shit, this group.
This group has controversy written over it.
This is like the stink of failure, with the exception of Iran. The stink of failure, like Egypt failed so much to get here. They're finally here. Belgium squandered the golden generation, is still here. New Zealand, FIFA has bent the rules every World Cup to try and make sure that an oceanic team could get in and they could get New Zealand in there, and it never happened until they expanded
And
to
it finally
48
happened.
teams.
Exactly, it finally happened.
So
it must have been really tough for New Zealand to beat Tahiti. You know, it must have been really tough for New Zealand to beat American Samoa.
So, I mean, they had to beat one real team because they didn't even get like a full slot. I don't think. I think they had to play like
who's the real team though?
A playoff team. No, I think they had to win a playoff to be here, and I don't know.
I thought they qualified directly from Oceania.
Oh, if
now,
Oceania
I know what you're talking about.
Well, if Oceania had a dang whatever.
I mean,
whatever.
It kind of makes sense now because Australia went to Asia, and then it was basically open season for New Zealand. So I think they qualified directly. It might have been only one team from Oceania, and
I don't know. They never used to have a full spot. It always used to
Oh.
be they would play.
Yeah.
Our fourth place team.
Yep. That's true. They used to either play the last place team, or not the last place, but the playoff spot team, either from South America, from CONCACAF. I don't think they ever played one from Europe, or maybe even Asia. I don't know, but it was
No, you're right. It was CONCACAF or CONMEBOL every time. But so I'm gonna tell you this, man, and I know on this show I get into all the minutia and politics a lot of the times, and I'm not going to do that this time. But I think the little extra of what's going on in the world, I think Iran is getting out of this group, and I think it's Belgium and then Iran. I think they're a good enough soccer team, plus the bump of like everything going on. You know.
So interesting story about Iran is that they're going to be based in Mexico, and they're going to commute to the U.S. to play the games.
Yeah, because the
granted, who knows where are they playing their games at? Because that's going to dictate how.
Man, do you think the U.S. is going to play some fuck shit and like stop them at the border and not let them in?
Hell yeah!
All right, so
dude, that kind of that's what I was thinking too. But I'm like, well, it depends what they play at. Because if they play somewhere in Texas, they're not gonna.
Well, hold on. The first game is in SoFi in Inglewood, California.
Okay.
Then they got Belgium in the same spot, and then they got Egypt in Lumen Field, Seattle. So
they're. I mean, it's not like they're playing in Texas. That would have been a whole different story.
Oh my god! Well, yeah. Thank goodness they didn't do that dumb stuff.
So it's. I mean, I think they'll be all right. But yeah, you are right. I'm waiting to see what you mentioned, the effery of all this.
The chuckle fuckery. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm just waiting for that controversy to hit. Like, oh my god, 10 players from the Iranian national team were not allowed across the border on on suspicion of like, you know,
aiding and
whatever.
abetting terrorism. That's what they'll
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
say. That's
Yeah,
what they'll say. Whatever. Fuck all that bullshit. Iran and Belgium getting out of that group. Egypt will pour one out for you. Hopefully you can do the third place thing. All right.
You don't have
Are we
you
ready
don't have
for
high hopes on Salah.
on who? Oh, Salah?
Yeah.
No. He'll get like a big time goal and it'll be like a wonderful moment and they'll remember that forever and it'll be awesome.
Wow.
All right, Group H. Sorry, man. There's a lot of goddamn groups, dude. All right, Group H. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Oh my God, we've been talking about 40 minutes. All right, Group H. Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, Uruguay. I don't know anything about this group. Spain is going to stomp. I don't think Cape Verde is that good. I don't think Saudi Arabia is that good either. Uruguay.
It's gonna be Uruguay. It's gonna be Uruguay and Spain.
Yeah, I
Let's
hope
say
you're
it.
right. I mean, yeah, that one's stupid easy. Like Uruguay, yeah, you're right. Okay. Group I: France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway. Now,
This is a very random group.
it is. I love this is my favorite part of the World Cup is the randomness. Now, I think Norway's going through. I think that's a scary proposition with old Erling Haaland's ass out there.
This is Erling Haaland's like coming out for the World Cup situation.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I didn't get a chance to say this in our earlier talk about the U.S. Senegal game, but the center back for Senegal that kind of got blamed for 2 of those goals literally got cut, and they brought in somebody new yesterday.
Oh wow, that quick!
I'm dead serious. They sent him home. So the guy that kind of was at blame for both the goals, they cut him. No longer on the World Cup roster. That is crazy. I wish I had his name at the ready. Anyway, Norway and France, right? There's no way. There's no way Iraq and Senegal do anything in this group. Especially Senegal, I had hope for, but boy, did they look really bad against the U.S. Like, super bad. Because the U.S., they made the U.S.'s press look amazing.
So this whole, like, it's funny because this must be like the World Cups of payback because we talked about Brazil and Scotland, and then now we're talking about France and Senegal. And if you remember back in 2002, Senegal beat France when nobody thought they could do it.
Oh, I forgot all about that, dude.
Remember that was that was the World Cup where France just crashed out in the group stage.
Wild. Well, no, they crashed out in 2010 too, man. Because remember Anelka and Ribéry got in trouble, or no, Benzema and Ribéry got in trouble.
Yep.
And Anelka was being an asshole, and what's new? Anyway, Group J. We got Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan.
Well, I mean, you talk about the elephant in the room there. You had Argentina is going to go through. What are the other team?
Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. And I feel bad because I honestly, I know Jordan, it took a little bit for them to qualify, so I'm a little less, like, I have a little less faith in them. But Algeria or Austria, you could tell me were lit, and I would believe you. I'm not sure who it's really going to be.
You know what? I'll say Algeria. Algeria's going to...
Yep. Let's do it, Algeria. All right. So group that's our hard hitting analysis. No, okay, actually let's backtrack real quick. Is Messi too old to lead Argentina to like anything for real? Like, are they gonna be anything for real?
Well, it seems like every time there's a World Cup winner, they tend to crash out the following tournament. I don't think that's going to be the case for Argentina. I think they're going to compete, whether or not they're going to get. I don't think they're going to make it to the final. But I mean, he's getting up there in age already. He's already. You know, you can't rely on that. You know, I'm not saying don't rely on him, but it's, you know, All it takes is a bad sliding tackle for some random player to
Well,
cut it short.
I can understand Inter Miami relying on Messi, but Argentina at this point shouldn't be relying on Messi.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, all right. So Argentina, Algeria, I like it. Group K. Portugal, the Congo, Portugal, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Uzbekistan, and Colombia. Uzbekistan is better than you think, even though Canada just beat them. I'm pretty sure they're probably better than you think.
They might be, but that's again the team that's going to top that group is going to be Portugal.
Ye of little faith, Colombia's right there, baby.
It's going to be Portugal and Colombia. Because keep in mind, Uzbekistan for the longest was like the punching bag for European teams before they switched over to Asia.
Oh well, I didn't remember that. By the way, did I show you my Rob Lowe World Cup scarf? Where it's not even the U.S., it's just World Cup.
Why would you get a generic World Cup?
Because it's sick. It's the World Cup 2026. Anyway. All right, so I say Colombia and Portugal, obviously. I don't know about the Congo, but I don't think that I haven't heard anything about them.
My coworker was excited because he's from the Congo and he was really pumped up that they qualified.
Oh hell yeah! Well, good for him, man. Well then, shit. Hopefully they get to the group stage, man. We believe in you. All right, I'm calling it. This is the group of death. Group L, the final group.
All right.
England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama.
Oh, you know what? Oh, that is a group of death. So
Panama's going through, baby. Panama is going through. They're getting out of this group.
I think this is where Panama. This is where the wheels come off on Panama.
No,
I think this is. Yeah, no, I'm telling you. I think they just lost too recently.
I don't care.
I think this might be the last World Cup for Panama, and I think the wheels are gonna come off. I think this is like the last hurrah. But it's gonna be England. Oh man, it's between Croatia and Ghana. It's gonna be between Croatia and Ghana.
I legitimately think Panama is gonna get out of this group as well.
Maybe, but I don't see Panama beating Croatia, and I don't see Panama beating England.
I think Croatia's in for a rude awakening. As much as I pumped up the European teams to start with, which I think England is kind of as dumb as this sounds, kind of a dark horse to win it, the whole thing.
Yeah, I think so too.
But Croatia, I think, is in for a rude awakening. They're still relying on 38-year-old midfields. Like I don't know, man. I believe in Panama. I believe that we will win. I believe in Panama. I really do. And Ghana is never easy. Ghana is just a son of a bitch, man, if you ever have to play them in any competition. So, I mean, I would love to see some variation. I'm calling England and Panama out of this group for sure. You think it's going to be Croatia and England?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, that was actually all of the groups. Now, who do you think is going to win this bad boy? Who do you think is the best team in the world?
To me, it's either going to be from a long time. It's going to be a team that hasn't won the World Cup ever, or it's going to be a team that hasn't won the World Cup in a very long time. It's funny you mentioned England because that's the first team that kind of came to mind. It's England.
It's coming home, baby.
And I told you, bro, it's either going to be England or the Dutch.
Oh, dude. I mean, I hate to be unoriginal, but Jesus Christ, Spain and France are just juggernauts. And You don't have, like, I don't think Argentina is anywhere near as good as they were, say, 4 years ago. And you don't have a strong Brazilian team. You don't have that outside influence that could shake that up. And really,
And you also have Germany.
Germany's not. It just, everything is so concentrated on France and Spain, talent wise. I don't know. I personally feel like that's so boring to say, but like it's got to be those two, one of those two.
I mean, it's Spain's going to be Spain and France is going to be France, and I think it's probably going to take England or the Dutch or even Germany to eliminate those teams. Like, I could see it happening. I could see Spain crashing out in the playoffs, just like I can see France crashing out in the playoffs.
Nah, I mean, hold on here. Let's take a look at this real quick. Spain has... Okay, so Rodri and Pedri called up for this. Gavi's called up. I mean, Ferran Torres, Nico Williams, Lamine Yamal. I mean, they're stacked, dude. Marcos Llorente. Or Marcos. Sorry, my bad. Mark Cucurella. Cucurella, my bad. I'll pronounce one of these names right. Like, it's...
Corolla, Adam Corolla.
the guy with the long curly hair. I love it. But yeah, it's like Spain is stacked. And then same thing with France. France is insanely stacked. Like, I don't even think, like, who didn't... what's it? There was a few guys that did not make this squad for France that just made... I mean, Oompa... I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce these names.
You said Oompa? You said Oompa?
Yeah.
What?
Oompa Macano. Oompa Macano.
Okay.
Ding. Dude.
That's right, man. Take your time.
Wait, they called up N'Golo Kante, by the way.
Interesting.
Rabiot. Huh. Okay, these are a few, these are some interesting call-ups. What's his nuts? The guy who missed the shot in the last World Cup, at the end there, he didn't get called up. It's tough, man. It's hard out here in the streets. I don't know, man. I think, there is a lot of reasons why I didn't want to support this tournament. I know, hey, I bought a $16 scarf. I did. I'm part of the problem. But seriously, man, it's tough to want to support this World Cup, but god damn it, isn't the World Cup is just so much fun. It's so much stinking fun, man. I can't wait to watch African and Asian and European and South American teams play. I can't wait for Panama to ruin everybody's life. It's going to be amazing. So, all right. So, DPG, we got our winners. One last thing before we get out of here.
Okay.
Canada, Mexico, United States. 3 host nations. Who has the best World Cup? Who goes the furthest?
That's a good question. It's going to be U.S., Mexico, Canada, in that order.
I was about to say there's going to be a alignment happen. I think it's going to be Mexico, U.S., and Canada. I don't think it's going to be necessary. I think, I don't know, actually. I take that back. I don't know if the U.S. can get out of their group. I think Canada and Mexico will for sure get out of their group. Without question. So,
I mean, yeah. I'm thinking about it now. It's like, yeah, you do have a point. I mean, between U.S. and Mexico, U.S. has a tougher group. You know what? But I mean, what's the point of getting out the group if you just hit like a stone wall called France or Spain, right?
I mean, it's the excitement because you could just, who knows? You never know. Like, Rabiot could lose his mind and elbow somebody in the face and get a red card, and you're up against a 10-man France, and you got a bullshit goal off of somebody's head, and all of a sudden you're hanging on for dear life, baby. Right? So, I mean, what, you play that game 100 times, 99 times out of 100, France wins that game. All it takes is for that one. All it takes is for that one, baby.
Yep, that's all it takes.
Speaking of, why don't you all be that one for us and give us a like and subscribe and comment and let us know that you know more about these teams than we do. You could talk a lot of crap if you want. Anyway, in all seriousness, this channel, if you're still here, we love you. This channel will have a lot of streams this World Cup. My girl's birthday is during the World Cup, so there'll be a day or two around there that won't be streaming, and I have to take this woman camping at some point, so there'll be like a day. So there'll be a few days that there won't be streams, but just about every single gosh damn night, there's going to be a stream.
Someone's gonna be up. Someone's gonna be up.
Somebody's going to be up. Somebody's going to be on here. Somebody's going to be talking, and we're going to be enjoying the World Cup together as one big happy family. Go Bosnia. We love you. Peace.
We love you.
Oh.
Go Bosnia.